And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and it is Saturday, and you know what that means. It's time for all the toy news, action figure news of the week that interested me, that hopefully interests you in a big week of the highs and lows of being an action figure collector in this very video, so stay tuned for that. But of course, we always kick it off with a little housekeeping on this St. Patrick's Day weekend event. Everybody partying hard, I guess, this weekend for St. Patrick's Day. Got my green on a day early here, representing Phil, Thin Lizzy. Shout out to Thin Lizzy, one of the most underrated bands of all time, if you ask me. But we're going to do some housekeeping here. Of course, we're going to talk Patreon the month of March. The giveaway is a soft cover edition of my new book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Classic Superstars series. One member of the Patreon will win this month. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Like I said, you can get the soft cover on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. I'd get the soft cover on Amazon. It's cheaper. That's what I would do. You can also get the beautiful hardcover edition, of course, a Barnes & Noble exclusive. The Chase variant exclusive. About 700 pages in this book of everything Jakks Classic Superstars. A labor of love if there ever was one. I appreciate all the support. A lot of good words out there from everybody, so I do truly appreciate that from the old bottom of my heart. Very cool, very fun book, as I am a little bit biased, I guess you would say right there. But I was still on the press junket this week. I was on the Fig Night podcast YouTube show. I was also on Marco's open mic, of course, second time around the sun on the open mic. I did do an interview there. Next week, Fightful Select. I believe Jeremy Padower and I will be doing a joint interview, so you're not going to want to miss that. Check out Fightful Select. More on that. Follow me on social media. All that kind of fun stuff. But a lot going on over there and a lot going on this YouTube channel. As I just checked my calendar, next weekend is the 4-year anniversary of this very YouTube channel. In some ways, it feels like it just started yesterday. In some ways, it feels like we've been doing this channel for 100 years, and I probably put about 100 years worth of video content out for everybody, between the two channels especially. But next week, 4-year anniversary. We'll see what happens there. Not quite a 5-year anniversary, but still, you got to celebrate the accomplishments, hanging in there, hanging and banging like Hulk Hogan at Venice Beach back in the day. 4-year anniversary coming up next weekend. Stay tuned for that. Also, some other cool things coming up maybe soon and maybe more in the future. Whatnot. I'm sure a lot of you guys and the gals, never forget the gals out there. Whatnot, of course, it's kind of like a live eBay Mercari auction. Whatnot, I will be coming there. More to talk about soon, I guess. As of right now, you can see in the description of this very video with all the helpful links, there is my Whatnot link over there. You can sign up through that link if you want to. Might have a live show in the works, maybe a couple of live shows in the works. Much more on that in the future. There's going to be a big event, a big announcement, but I will be there selling some of my wares, selling some of my extra stock, and having just a fun Q&A, fun hangout with surprise guests. Yes, you heard it here first. Not going to give those surprises until the stream goes. Much more to come in the next couple of weeks. Stay tuned for that very soon, very soon. But now we got a special message from Rob Halford.
Step on the red, cross on the green, never take a ride in a stranger's machine,
and Rob has warned us with this very video for years at this point, but once again, we took a ride in a stranger's machine. I think you did, you in the back, you did as well as I did. Walmart Collectors Con, we talked about it last weekend. It launched this week on Thursday and Friday. So much confusion out there. Launched Thursday, people thought everything was up. It was some stuff Thursday, some stuff Friday. That was confusing enough. Friday seemed to be the pain point of days, as Thursday went very smooth. It was primarily NECA stuff, Prowler, Captain America, those went up for pre-order. Smooth as butter. Had no problems checking out with those, but then the madness hit on Friday, almost like the Macho Madness is what it was. And really, the only thing I could say is what the Saved by the Bell kids would say.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Crazy.
And they hit the nail on the head, as they always do, as I was pretty perturbed there. So I had everything ready to go, all in my cart. I had the Turtles of Grayskull. I had the new He-Man Origin figures, Sting Supreme, the Monday Night Wars figures, the Ultimate Editions, of course, and a few other things throughout. Had it all ready to go. As I'm checking out, oh, this Origins figure sold out. So then you'd have to go all the way back. And then you're checking out again, oh, Sting Supreme sold out. Oh my gosh, go back. Moss Man sold out. Then you have to go back. It was just a fiasco after fiasco. Thankfully, all the Monday Night War figures were secured by me. I did get the 2 AEW Young Bucks figures. I did get the Eddie and Ray Ultimate Edition. However, I got burned on the 2 Origin figures, got burned on Krang, got burned on Mossman, and then Sting Supreme right out of my hands. So I missed out on those, like probably a lot of other people did as well. Just kind of the roll of the dice with Walmart. You never know what to expect. It's truly like a box of chocolates, as Forrest Gump would say. Yes, I've seen that movie. It's true. It was very frustrating, of course, as a lot of these are. However, I did get shipping notification just right before I started this video on my Maivia 3-pack. It's supposed to be here this weekend. So they are shipping some stuff out. A lot of this stuff maybe we'll find in the stores before it ever gets shipped out. We know Walmart does cancel stuff. We've had that issue. However, we did see Steve Ozier post on social media this week. He felt like things would be fixed. There wouldn't be the immediate sellouts and stuff. And as far as all the toys went, the Monday Night War figures, the Ultimate Editions, they lasted a lot longer than some of the other ones. So that is a good sign going forward. We'll see what ends up happening with this. We'll have to stay close to it. But a lot of the stuff was easy to get. Some of it was very, very difficult. It's just kind of the way it goes with Walmart. We should know this by now, but it is always still painful every single time we get it. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this all nets out, but I'll be on the hunt for some of those things. I'm hopeful I'll find them in the stores before they even ship. We'll see what happens. We always do know it's always looming that they might cancel on us as well. So we'll stay tuned. Would love to hear what you guys got. It seems like if you went in with you just wanted Sting, you put him in your cart, you got through pretty quick. It was the people that had many items in their cart that got kind of iced out. And it all depends when you were there, too. If you were there right at 9 o'clock, my time on the nose, you probably did better than others did. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. An interesting time with the Walmart Collectors Con is what it is at this point. Turning our attention to some more pre-orders that were very painless this week. It was the Heart Foundation Mattel Creations, Eric Bischoff in the Nitro Ring. Those did go up for pre-order. No immediate sellouts, anything like that. Check out my video on the Heart Foundation. Thank you to the Mattel team. They sent me an early copy of that one out. I'm very happy for that. I did order 3 myself on the back end, though, on Tuesday, Wednesday. What is time? Was it Thursday? What day did those go up? I can't even remember. I did order 3 more because I need a Min-On-Car blue set and I need a black set. And I guess we'll see what happens with that 3rd set. Maybe it'll be a giveaway on the channel. Stay tuned for that as well. But it went super easy for purchases, all that kind of stuff. Now, the big black eye around all this was, and it was fixed before pre-sale, and it's funny how many people are so negative out there, but then when the positive news comes, nobody says anything about the positive. That's kind of the way it works. But the international shipping issue. You saw it in the comments for the video. You saw it all over social media. Why isn't Mattel shipping internationally? What's going on? What's going on? Well, then they fixed it before it even went on sale, and nobody said anything. They didn't say, thank you, Mattel, for doing this. You just can never win, I guess, if you're a company like Mattel and stuff. However, you got to always take that business step back. All these people complain about the international shipping. Do you think Mattel doesn't want to sell their wares to you? Do you think they do not want every penny and every dollar out of your wallet? Trust me, they do. They want all your international money. It spends just as well as American money or whatever it may be. They want that. There was obviously some kind of hiccup or something in the system that was out of their control and out of our control to get international shipping. Thankfully, they fixed it, but Mattel wants every dollar. They need every dollar. They're not going to say, sorry, international, you're not getting things. And you know, it goes both ways, too. There's a lot of people internationally. I used to be a huge CD guy. I love CDs. Still my favorite medium for music. You know how many imports I had to get from the UK back in the day that cost me like 5 times the amount? I get it. I've been there. A lot of us have been there with other items outside of action figures. Heck, even action figures from time to time, you have to get over there. We've seen, items in the UK arriving before America, like some of the Legends. We got those over in the UK before Target got them. So it kind of goes both ways sometimes. I get the pain point of being an international collector. Trust me, I do. Because like I said, with my CD collection, especially my deep cut CDs, especially some hardcore metal CDs, you had to go to Germany. You had to go to far reaches of Europe to find some of this stuff. So I know the pain points about all that kind kind of stuff. It is frustrating. We wish we could just get everything, but we just always have to remember it is a business at the end of the day, whether it's right or wrong, and not everything in business is perfect. But they did fix that. So kudos to Mattel. Everybody that was complaining should go back and say, thank you, Mattel, for getting this figured out. And was it Mattel's fault? No, it was probably something else, but they did get it fixed. So that was good. That was good for everybody. Everybody had their chance for the Heart Foundation. Now we just got to see how hard these black ones are to get. We'll see what happens with that one there. And then we're not done with Mattel. We're not done with these little different shows and these collectors events and cons. It looks like Mattel Revealed is next week, the 21st and 22nd of March. They put a little teaser up there, and just as I expected, it looks like CM Punk is coming to Mattel. I fully expect this to be a CM Punk Ultimate. I think they're going to go the Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes Ultimate route. Here it is. Pre-order goes up. It'll ship maybe the end of this year, maybe early next year, something like that. I truly do believe that will be the thing they do reveal here. Maybe a couple other reveals, it sounds like. And then, of course, Mania just a couple of weeks away. I got to think we'll see a ton of reveals right there. I would not be shocked for the Mania reveals to see a CM Punk Basic, possibly, maybe even an Elite. And I think, once again, they'll throw the Cody Rhodes model there. They have old Elites. They have old Basics. They'll reuse some of that, and bam, we got a new figure just like that. Would not be shocked to see some of that. But we'll see next Friday what's going on in the Ultimate, is my guess, CM Punk. So much more to come. We also got some Masters of the Universe next week. A few different things going to be revealed to us over at MattelCreations.com. Head over there if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But now we get into some more wrestling news this week. Ringside Collectibles put up the real pre-order for Unmatched Series 9. Coming back with some more AEW. AEW, the ups and downs, the ebbs and the flows, as one may say. But we do got Jon Moxley. We got Wheeler Yuta return to the line, non-bloody edition this time. Bryan Danielson in his beautiful white shirt. And it looks like it's going to be a removable white shirt. It looks like maybe a soft goods shirt. We'll see how that ends up netting out. We'll see what happens there. Claudio Castagnoli, first time ever in the line. That's pretty cool there. It feels like we've had him, but obviously we have not. We got him coming to the line as well. And then first time in the line, probably going to be the most popular one of this bunch. It is Jeff Hardy. And this Jeff Hardy, if the rendered looks as good as the figure, it's going to be an amazing figure. I love the steel chair is painted with Jeff Hardy graphics and stuff on it. I think that's a nice touch to it. And it looks like Jamie Hayter and Claudio are going to be, or no, Jamie Hayter, I forgot to mention, but Claudio and Alex Reynolds are going to be the 1 of 3,000 and 1 of 5,000 respectively in this set. A lot of people mad about the Alex Reynolds. First time in the line, only chance to get him, he's a 1 of 5,000. Got to put that business hat on. There might have only been 5,000 Alex Reynolds made in the first place. He isn't going to be a super fast mover. He's not a super popular. He's not a Moxley. He's not a Danielson. You guys understand that. We all understand that. So 5,000 might be the right amount for the demand of this figure. We always got to kind of remember those kind of things. So it'll be interesting to see that Alex Reynolds. I'm going to try to grab 2 of them. I definitely want one unboxed, and I'll have one in the package as well. But Unmatched Series 9 coming sooner rather than later. We'll see right there. And then we got a cool ringside exclusive. Some people hating on this. I don't know why. I think it's a perfect exclusive. It's tongue-in-cheek. It's funny. It's based on something real. It is the Jerichohausen. It's basically Chris Jericho dressed up as Danhausen from his Jericho cruise. I want to say it was 2023's cruise. I believe that was the case there. They did team up as a team. Very interesting, very different, very evil. Why not? Why not? But I like this one for what it is. It's fun. If you don't like it, pass on it. That's all you got to do. But I think it's pretty cool right there. We also saw, going back to Walmart Collector Con, and one I missed out on, the Sting Supreme. We did see that in the package. For me, a major fail in the package. I was really excited for a mint on card one. I'm still excited for a mint on card one here. But I don't like the kind of runoff face paint on Sting in the package. I think it needed to be the crisp, clean Sting face paint in the package. I think that was a miss by the Jazzwares team there, at least for me. But this Sting looks to be truly a Supreme Sting. I can't wait for it. Like I said, I need 3 or 4 of these in my collection. I do feel I'll be able to find it at the store. CM Punk, I have a store by me that has 9 of those CM Punks right now. So I do feel like by the time Sting Supreme comes out there, I'll be able to track it down. It might be a little difficult at first, but I'll find it. I'll find a way. I hope I don't have to go to eBay. We'll see what happens there. But it looks good for what it is. And then a little bit more wrestling news. We got Zombie Sailor, the WrestleCon exclusive this year. Of course, WrestleMania weekend. He's got Slick, 1,250. So limited edition Slick. It'll be interesting how popular that is. We haven't had a Slick figure since the LJN days. We do know we got another Slick figure coming with Power and Glory. I think Series 3 that is. So we know more Slicks are on the way. How much of a demand will we have for this one? Guess we'll have to wait and see, but man, I gotta have this slick. I need a slick. I'm a Jive Soul bro all day long. I need some slick in my collection. So looking really, really good there. Now turning our attention away from a little bit of wrestling right here, we're turning it over to Masters Universe Origins, and I fully expect this one maybe to be revealed next week at the Mattel Creations Revealed event. It is Extendar. So we are getting Extendar in the Origins. We knew it was coming. We saw the pretty packaging images this week. Looks pretty good for what it is. It's Extendar at the end of the day. There's no fooling who that is. I'm here for that, and like I said, I wouldn't be shocked to see that go up next week on Mattel Creations, so we'll stay tuned for that. Now we turn our attention over to Todd from the couch, wiggling the toes as usual over there hanging out. And Todd, pretty smart of you not to get involved in this Walmart Collector Con event. And he says, yes, I do my own events. I don't need Walmart. Well, that's a pretty ballsy statement over there from Todd from the couch, and I guess you should put some pants on while we're talking about ballsy statements, but Todd did not want to be a part, apparently, of the Collector's Con at Walmart. However, he did have some announcements this week, and he started them last Friday, finished them over the weekend. Todd, I've told you, I put that business hat, I've given you free promotional advice. You don't announce new figures on Friday, and especially on Saturday. What are we doing here? Most people aren't paying attention. It gets lost in the news cycle of the weekend. People forget about it. You got to go during the week with your news announcements. Do that next time. But he did announce the Justice League Build-A-Figure Plastic Man wave. Jon Stewart, Aquaman, Batman, and Superman. Those will build the Plastic Man. An interesting looking wave. I pre-ordered mine on your own website. I used your little 10% code you got, that MTS10 or whatever it is. Can I get Kyle saves 10%? He says, absolutely not. Not until you do an unboxing every day of DC McFarlane. Well, you're in luck. Subscribe to my second YouTube channel, Todd, as I do a ton of McFarlane unboxings over there. There's so much McFarlane coming hot and heavy. I put them on Kyle Peterson 2.0, among many other things. Check out that channel. Make sure you do subscribe to that channel as well. We do got the Justice League set coming, and then Todd up to his old tricks. He's not listening to me. Heck, he won't even put pants on. He does got the Kryptonite Doomsday, and he announced that on Friday. What are we doing once again, Todd? But don't listen to me. What do I know? Kryptonite Doomsday coming, a mega figure there. Is there enough meat on the bones over the old Doomsday figure that was part of a 2-pack? I think so. I don't know. I'm a sucker for a big figure, especially Doomsday with the death of Superman. It was a big event in my childhood, so I'll probably end up picking this up, Todd. You win again. You win again, Todd. Who knows? But it does look interesting, and I wouldn't be shocked if we don't have more announcements Friday, Saturday from Todd from the couch, just the way he's doing things lately. It's a crazy move, but Todd's a crazy guy at the end of the day. Shout out to Todd on the couch. So there it is. That is the Toy News Action Figure News of the week, at least as of Friday morning, as I am filming this. A lot going on, as you guys can imagine, and a lot more going on as we transition to the album of the week. All right, time to get down to it. Time to get down to the album of the week. And the album of this week probably should have been Thin Lizzy, being at St. Patrick's Day and all. But I'm a rebel like a young Udo Dirk Schneider back in his early Accept days. Check out that one if you ever missed out on that. But this week, we're going to an album that was released, I want to say, 2 weeks ago. It is Bruce Dickinson, the lead singer of Iron Maiden. It is the Mandrake Project. Roy Z and Bruce Dickinson back in the saddle again like a young Aerosmith. And Roy Z, of course, bunch of Bruce solo albums back in the day. And Rob Halford solo albums back in the day. Always a big fan of Roy Z. Happy to see these two reunite. Kind of in a little bit of Iron Maiden off time there. And it sounds like the album came together very quickly. Roy called Bruce and said, hey, you got time? They whipped that whole thing together in just a couple of weeks, it almost seemed like. And it sounds like we'll get some live shows from Bruce as well. But as far as Bruce albums go, I wouldn't put it near the top of my Bruce Dickinson solo albums. I've only listened to it twice so far. Nothing super standout. It does flow together very nice. It is an enjoyable listen. It is worth checking out at least once if you like Bruce, especially if you like Iron Maiden as well. It's worth a listen. But nothing super standout. It almost reminds me of the Skunkworks album of Bruce Dickinson back in, gosh, was that like 92 or something like that? I don't even know when that was. It kind of reminds me of that. It's enjoyable to listen, but nothing really stood out. It wasn't quite an Accident of Birth or The Chemical Wedding, things like that. Some all-timer Bruce Dickinson solo albums. Maybe it'll be a grower on me. We'll see what ends up happening, but it is definitely worth checking out if you are a Bruce or Iron Maiden fan. You got to support new music from all these legacy acts. Bruce Dickinson included. So there it is, the album of the week, The Mandrake Project by Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden. So there it is. That is the toy news this week. Anything catch your eye? Anything you excited for? Let me know how you fared, of course, on your Walmart Collectors Con. Hopefully you fared better than me. You got the sting, maybe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to like this video. Always helps the channel when you give it the old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we're dangerously close to 40,000 subscribers. dangerously close. Got a fun top 10 for 40,000 subscribers. Maybe we'll look at doing a giveaway as well, so stay tuned for that in the very near future. Make sure you subscribe if you have not, and tell a friend. There you go. How about that? And then, of course, don't forget about Patreon. Patreon, your best way to support this channel and both YouTube channels. You do get early access over there as a Patreon member to all the videos. You also get bonus content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it, it's all going down over on the old Patreon channel. Patreon, once again, best way to support the channel. ProWrestlingTees.com, pick up a t-shirt if you want to. And then, like I said, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, you can get my brand new book, The Complete Guide to Jakks Classic Superstars, by yours truly. Almost 700 pages, everything and anything Jakks Classic Superstars. A lot of fun in this book, and truly a labor of love. If you want an autographed edition, hit me up on SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and or Instagram. So for the toy news of the week, you know what I'm doing. I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way to St. Patrick's Day.